Hey everybody, so I just wanted to take a few minutes. I pack Operation Christmas Child shoe boxes in addition to being a bit of a singer and a few other things I do. I pack Operation Christmas Child shoe boxes. I love packing them. I have packed them since November of 2002, and I pack some every year, and I kind of just throughout the year just see what I want to do and see what supplies I get and then do it. And anyway, so recently I was working on a Minnie Mouse box, and I had several friends send me stuff for it, my boxes, and among them is a new friend that I met through a website called yesindeedwishes.org. So feel free to look it up if you want to post a wish or grant a wish or look at wishes even. Again, it's yesindeedwishes.org. Or if you have difficulty finding it through the directly entering the address, you can just do a web search for Yes Indeed Wishes and you'll find it. But anyway, I posted a wish on there on Yes Indeed Wishes for Minnie Mouse shoebox supplies for Operation Christmas Child, and there was a lady on there, her name's Christy. She granted my wish. So anyway, she sent me several things for my shoebox, and I just want to take a minute and kind of show you what I'm putting in it. This is a project of Samaritan's Purse called Operation Christmas Child. These shoeboxes go to children around the world, providing them with school supplies and toys and hygiene items, and they get a chance to hear the gospel of Jesus Christ and possibly accept Christ into their lives. But, you know, seeds get planted either way. I mean, it's not as if you don't get a shoebox if you don't accept Christ. No, they hand out the shoeboxes and present the gospel. So even if the child comes from a country where, you know, Christianity isn't prevalent, they still get a shoebox, and they still get wonderful, fun items, and they still get to be blessed. But anyways, I just kind of wanted to share what I packed. These are just 4 plain pencils that I'm also including because I've had a couple of teacher friends of mine mention that the plain pencils last longer because they sharpen differently and they sharpen better, and they don't, you know, the pencil sharpeners don't eat them as much or whatever, so they last longer. So here's just 4 plain regular pencils I'm also including, but I'm also going to include a little Minnie Mouse outfit. Here's like the little shorts, and then here's the little t-shirt, and she's got some fun pencils here, 12 pack. I'm going to take everything out of the packaging because oftentimes in these countries that these boxes go to, they don't have proper sanitation, including waste disposal. So I advise anybody packing a shoebox, take everything out of the packaging. That gives you more room to work with. You're not taking up space you shouldn't be taking up, but it also makes it so the child doesn't have as much garbage over time or immediately. So, and she's also got little 8 markers here, 8 markers. Oh, and this is so cute. It's like a little headband thing that you can tie around your head when you get hot to like absorb the sweat or whatever. That came with the clothes, and I found it when I opened them and it fell on the floor. So anyway, and then we also have this little pair of shoes. It's a size 12. They recommend for the youngest age group. I remember reading somewhere the recommended sizes are 10 to 13. 13 seemed a little big to me for a 4-year-old. So anyway, this is the stuffed toy, the Minnie Mouse stuffed toy with my, and then she's got a recorder. Now, I'm a musician, and I do know that these toy quality recorders aren't as nice sounding as the Yamahas or some of the professional level recorders, but it's a good starter recorder. It actually does play. I had my husband check and make sure that it wasn't just, you know, junk, basically. So, and then she's got a little miniature tambourine. This is like 3.5 inches, but again, just something really fun. And a pair of socks. And then we've got a primary notebook. Now, I don't know if you guys remember these, but I used them in school when I was learning how to write, and it's just wider lines, and I used them all the way through, what, 3rd grade or something? Anyway, that's what that is. Colored pencils. Oh, and this is fun. This is like a seek and find book. It's kind of like Where's Waldo, but with a Minnie Mouse theme. And I like it because it fits in the bottom of the box really nice. And then she's got 2 bracelets. These are like sensory Pop-It bracelets. So we've got one that's purple and pink and blue and green, as you can see. And then there's another one in here, different colors. And then we've got, this is actually, it makes like a whistling sound when you whip it around. My friend Melissa was telling me about these. She used to play with them when she was little, and it's goes from long like this to you can squish them down, and they look like that. So she's got 2 of those. And then she's got this. This was sent to me by Wanda, my friend. She sent me one of these, and this is just a reading book. I used to love to read when I was a kid, so. And then she's just got a box of jumbo crayons here. I recommend for the younger kids getting jumbo crayons if you can, because they're just easier to hold and they don't break as much as regular crayons, which is important when you're learning how to use crayons. And anyway, she's got that, and then she's got these 2 pens. I don't know if she's going to use them for school or not, but if the teacher needs them, they're in there, and if she needs them, they're in there. So there's 2 pens, and then we've got 2 little pairs of size 4 underwear, 2 of these. And we've got, that's just another pencil that's in the bottom. We got a washcloth, and that's just plain black. And there's this little pair of gloves, because I just found these kind of laying around in my stash, and I thought, okay, I'll just throw those in there, because I think this is probably going to be my last 2 to 4 box of the year, and that's not big enough for an older child. I'm sure she'll find a use for them, you know. And then we got a little comb, because what little girl doesn't need a comb? And then she's also got a toothbrush. Now, as you can see, the toothbrush is in a bag. I typically either put them in plastic bags or get a plastic toothbrush container if I can find one, but I don't drive and I don't get out of the house very easily, so that can be kind of hard to do. But anyway, well, that's my box. I really like the toys. Thank you, Christy, for sending that. Thank you, Wanda, for the book. You know, I have several friends who know that I do Operation Christmas Child, and they just kind of give me stuff throughout the year or bring stuff to the house, and they're like, you know, I'm sure you can maybe use this, and that kind of just happens when you do Operation Christmas Child and you let people know. Sometimes that just kind of happens, but that you have friends that bring stuff or whatever. You can use any shoebox, but this one happens to be an Operation Christmas Child. Let me show you this. Operation Christmas Child Go Box. I was actually given several of these by my friend Peggy, so I do actually use whatever shoe boxes I have, but this one happens to be a Go Box. So anyway, well, that's just a few tips in case you're watching this video and it's the first one you've seen on Operation Christmas Child. The age groups are 2 to 4, 5 to 9, and 10 to 14. They advise you, to assume your child is older when you buy clothing and shoe sizes, because a kid can always grow into something that's too big, but if you give them something that's too small to begin with, then they may not be able to use it, and they may have a sibling or a cousin or, whoever to use it and wear it. But the whole point of the box is to give the child something that they can use. So the sizes that I would recommend for 2 to 4 year old, because that's what this video is about, is the sizes that I would recommend are for shoes 10 to 12, for clothing probably 5T, because they tell you to assume your child is older, so probably 5T or 4T. And then for school supplies, jumbo crayons, and if you can find them, the beginner pencils. But if you can't find the beginner pencils, then just plain pencils. I always pack school supplies for all the ages, because it's in those countries sometimes that these boxes go to, if the kids don't have the supplies, they don't even have the opportunity to go to school, and education is really important. So, but again, it's not all about the schooling and the practical needs. We want to put fun stuff in, so a stuffed toy is a great item to put in. I try to put them in whenever possible. And I did the whole musical instrument set because they were cute, and I try to include high quality items. Things that I would have played with, or that I would like kids I know to play with, Ask yourself, would I give this to my child? And if the answer is no, then maybe you shouldn't include it in your box, Look for the kinds of things that your kids would enjoy, or your nieces and nephews, or your grandkids. But it's really important that we pack these boxes, because these kids need to know that they're loved and that God loves them, and they need to hear the gospel. And so thank you to those who have helped me over the years to pack boxes. And I encourage anybody who's willing and able to pack a box. It's really simple. And these kids, a lot of them have never even had a toy. Some of them have never had the chance to go to school. You never know the difference that your box might make. So, anyway, everybody have a blessed day. Talk to you later.